Yay, finally!
I have not a clue what questions have been asked. Because you've taken charge of that one.
I have.
Although we have had a couple that was done on a video, in the video comments, but I've not been looking, so I don't know what I've got. But
I've took them and printed them off. Finally managed to print the emails off that that Mr. Carl sent us.
oh, sorry. Carry on.
What happened then?
Nothing. I was just checking the microphone.
So, shall we get started?
We might as well. That's why we're here.
Okay. Okay, these are the questions from YouTube, and I'm presuming because we're on YouTube, we're alright to read out your username. Okay, this is from Idic Beer.
All right, Nick.
What are your favourite places to buy hobby from?
Shop.
Hobby stuff.
Shops. I usually find they're the best places to buy things from. Shops. If we're talking paint, Games Workshop, because I only get so far I only use the Citadel colours. For games, it's a mix of War Games in Southport. What's his name? Grimtree Games, because Mark from the comes round to the Games Club, and eBay. For brushes and things like that, then the current sets I bought from eBay, which are the Army Painter ones. I think that's it really. So I'm not really fussed of where I get my stuff from as long as I get it. To be brutally honest. Hope that answers your question.
I'll put a little add-on to that for that question. Would you do like review videos?
No.
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 Would you put like links to where you bought your stuff on eBay?
Oh, the links. From eBay. No. The general thing.
Okay.
Specific places like War Games and Grimtree Games, yeah, I will do that because of a specific thing. Whereas eBay, it's just a general search. They're readily available.
Okay.
So.
I do apologise if I get his name wrong. I have been trying to read it out and try to get my tongue around it, but...
Cover the question.
Okay.
Oh good, I can't say that as well. Silicus. I don't know. Thanks for the question. However you pronounce your name. Sorry, I really can't pronounce it.
What's the most disappointing thing you've backed on Kickstarter?
There's nothing I've backed on Kickstarter that I've been disappointed with, to be brutally honest. Everything I've backed so far has been, I'm being very happy with. There's a couple that one person at the Games Club hasn't enjoyed, but for me, I've not had any disappointments with Kickstarter yet. But then again, it's still early days, so I can't. And even then, I think you'd probably know if I was disappointed with it because I've said something in videos. But yeah, I've not been disappointed with anything. I've liked everything I've had so far. I can't really answer that question. Sorry. I'm not into name and shame anyway, so I don't think I could.
Okay.
But I'm being honest now. I'm not just disappointed with anything I've had from Kickstarter. Okay.
Brilliant.
Thanks for your question.
Thank you. Okay, this one.
Get a pronounceable username. Only joking.
This is from Mini Warzone.
Hi, Pete.
Is that Pete Pete?
That's Pete Pete.
Hi Pete. What software do you use to edit your videos?
Cyberlink Power Director 12. At the moment.
I'm getting tuition in that as well.
I may be upgrading that one shortly, but at the moment that's the one I'm using.
Oh.
Cyberlink Power Director 12. It's good.
I'd rather have it than Vegas, because I've tried Vegas in the past, and I would rather have it than Vegas.
Yeah, the problem is that when you're using that software you're talking about, you can't do anything else with it once you've recorded it all.
No.
Because everything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Ah!
Sorry, carry on.
Okay.
I apologise for that one. Not very sincerely, but I apologise for it. Thanks for your question, Pete.
Right, okay. Now it can go to the one and only person that has emailed me on the
Yes, there's
on
one.
the Queenie Bee Alley 2016 email address that we have said send emails to questions to, but this is
No, I don't want to be telling people off. I want to be encouraging them to do so.
yeah no, but you know what I mean. I'm sorry. Okay, this is
She
from
apologises a lot for things.
I don't. This is from the Devon Postman.
Right, matey?
I need to get the that.
Here we go.
Basically, it goes. Another question for Steve's next Q&A. By the way, you and Steve look really good to match. Anyway, going back ages ago to
Yes.
match. I love the Sphinx creature from Warhammer. An amazing painting example to us all. If you've got time in the future, could you do a mini battle using your Warhammer models, please? I watch a lot of battles on YouTube as well as playing my own, but would like to see you do a playthrough using your armies. Cheers, Carl, the Devon Postman.
The problem is with those, I don't think I would ever use them. The reason being is because I was with somebody at the time who was mad on Egypt, and on some of my minis I have put certain hieroglyphs on, and they are the initials of my name and her name. And okay, I know I can paint over them, but the stuff's still there. You know what I mean? So I know what I've done beforehand, so it would spoil it. So I don't think I ever would use them in a battle.
Would you get a separate set and do it start again?
But saying that, I know I could use them in Kings of War. I won't play Warhammer, and I don't play 40k. I know Warhammer's by the by now, but I know I could use them in, let's say, Kings of War, because they've opened that up. I think it's Empires of Dust, I think it's called. So I'm not saying I'll never play it, but I don't really want to use those minis because of that situation. Yeah, well, if I could get hold of new ones, I might do. But I doubt whether there will be Games Workshop things. I think probably be third-party jobs, and I'd do that way. But thanks for your question. Hope it's answered it.
he's also put, he always looks forward to the videos, whatever they are about. Without knowing it, you have helped him through a lot of tough months with illnesses, as your videos have kept him going with something to look forward to. I wanted to read that out.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's one of the reasons I do the videos. So I'm really glad to hear that you're enjoying the videos and I'm keeping your mind off things. The main reason I do it is to keep my mind off my problems and my health issues, and if we can help anybody else to do the same, then brilliant. So thanks for the email. Sincerely, thanks for the email.
Okay. And now, just so I can pan it out a bit, I've sort of come up with some questions as well. And like a couple of questions on the games and the wall art and general questions.
Oh, heck.
These ones about the games. In the past, you said before you started playing the games, you were just a collector.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say was the incentive to become a game player?
I just wanted to see how the games worked with the minis. That was the main reason, curiosity. Well, I knew some of the games. Space Crusade I was playing 20 years ago. I used to love playing that. As you know, I've still got the game.
Mm-hmm.
And a newer version of it as well. And he had Hero Quest as well. Plus the 3 games of the Dark World trilogy. I used to play those 3 in the 90s. But that was the thing about it. I collected because I liked the minis, but I just wanted to see how the game played, and I enjoyed all the games, so I went on from there. But I had a long time in between the last game of Space Crusade I had in the 90s to starting again about 10 years ago. So I think it was a case of when my marriage was ending, I needed a bit of an outlet and started collecting and painting again. And then because I've got so much in the line of Space Marine minis for 40k, I thought I'd join the games club and try and learn how to play the game properly, and found out I didn't like the game at all, so shied away from 40k and went on to other things.
Thank you. Okay. When the day comes that the lottery numbers come up,
Oh God, please.
would you invest into any game shops?
Before I start, I want to lead us all in prayer. Oh Lord, please help me to prove that winning the lottery won't change me. Amen. Right, sorry, carry on. How do you mean to invest in a game shop? This is not a Chatterbrew and a Big Black Dog, this is my Q&A now, shut up.
I mean, like, probably, like,
What,
you could
like
probably
start me on.
You could probably, you could start your own, or you could help be an investor in helping other game players start their own. You know, like be like a dragon. You know, like in Dragon's Den, you could have them. So you're not actually.
I did have this idea a while ago of actually opening my own board game cafe, where we could come, play games, have something to eat, that kind of thing. That's still in the back of my mind, because there are a few places in Wigan that would be alright for doing that. But seeing Martin McNeil's adventure into starting a game shop, it's frightened me a bit, because even though he's had the experience with business and that kind of thing that I haven't had, he found it hard work. He said he'd never do it again.
That's why I said, would you invest? So you could be an investor in these businesses, but it'll be setting up. Cause I'll take it in as far as this day and age, it's very hard. I'm not getting deep here, but it's very hard for youngsters to actually know what direction to go in.
Yeah.
So if you had the money, would you help set up
Yes. Yes, of course. Yeah.
that type of thing?
If I knew somebody was wanting help and investing into opening a game shop, then yeah. I mean, I was one of Martin MacLeod's Kickstarter backers. I know I couldn't give much, but at the time I gave what I could.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if I had the money, I would help anybody locally who's wanting to open a shop up.
Brilliant.
As long as I got a discount.
I think they would. If you could design and create a game, don't give too much details about it though. What would it be like?
Pete has already asked me this question, or a variation of this question. It would be a steampunk, gothic horror dungeon crawl through the streets of London in Victorian era.
London or Edinburgh?
London.
Okay.
Because that's where...
Like Whitechapel?
Well, either London or Edinburgh, it doesn't make any difference which. I could do, you could obviously do start off in London, then do an expansion where it's in Edinburgh, and then do another expansion that's in Cardiff or wherever. As I'm saying London because it's the capital of the country where I live, but
okay.
like the adventure game system, D&D ones were Temple of Elven Cathedrals over there.
Oh yeah.
It would be something like that, but instead of going through dungeons, it would be going through the streets.
Mm. I mean, because it's interesting if you, something. I know I'm going. It is, but like Whitechapel is meant to be like really eerie and underground things, and that. No, I'll leave that till
the next time Steen and Ita come, I'm going to ask Steen to bring letters from Whitechapel.
Okay.
Because that's the search for Jack the Ripper. I think you might write that one.
Yeah. Okay. Who is your favourite game creator and why? I mean, not manufacturer, I mean the brains behind the game.
There's a couple of names that spring to mind. Matt Leacock, first of all, he's an evil genius. Pandemic games I absolutely love. Cooperative, 7 million ways to lose, one way to win. He's got you on the edge of your seat all the time when you're playing his games. So Matt Leacock, and Alessio Cavatore, who's working on the Labyrinth game at the moment. I just enjoyed the stuff I've played with that he's done through Mantic. But if I was going to pinpoint any one particular person, it would be Matt Leacock. Just for Pandemic, if nothing else. So I've got all the Pandemic ones. I've got Forbidden Island, Forbidden Deserts, Thunderbirds that he designed.
You helped me with the island. You showed me the island, and then the Cure.
Pandemic: The Cure, yeah. We haven't advanced yet to proper Pandemic, so.
No, but you helping me work my way up.
We could do that tonight if you want.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And play Pandemic as well.
Cha-ching! Right. Wall art.
Oh yes, yes.
Who are the artists and genres of art that influence your wall art?
None.
That was easy. So no other.
No. The ones who got me started were Frank Clark and Bob Ross. There are a few that I enjoy watching. Wilson Bickford springs to mind straight away. Still Bob Ross, still Frank Clark. There's a couple of others on eBay, not eBay, YouTube I've been watching, whose names temporarily escape me.
Would you rather would you rather have these sort of people that you've watched in nowadays than get inspiration from the likes of ones that have passed, that have been exhibited in like Monet and
Titian and hold on, yeah.
And that goes into what genre of art?
The genre of arts I have already done exhibited art. Classic art is the the big, what look highly detailed, the things like what's it called? Oh, Venus, the other one that's coming out of the pearl shell, and the big romantic, the religious art that we had.
Okay.
In the Renaissance art.
Renaissance art.
That's the stuff I really do love. I also like landscape watercolours.
What about impressionists?
I like art that looks like what it's supposed to be. I absolutely can't stand modern art. It's
no, impressionism isn't modern art.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I can't stand modern art because it's just spill a tub of paint and put it on the wall. No, any idiot can do that. And considering the most influential piece of art is a Gentry urinal, no, it's not. It's a laboratorial what's the word? Oh, I don't know, I can't remember. Anyway, impressionism. As long as it gives you looks like what it's supposed to be. Let's put it that way. Like if you're doing a landscape, as long as you can see trees and mountains, rivers, paths, grass. As long as it looks like what it's supposed to be, it's fine. But all this rubbish that people are churning out and saying, well, that's supposed to be. Well, if it's supposed to be, paint it like one.
Yeah.
It annoys me. I just don't see any point to it at all. If you're going to paint something, go out of your way and paint something and make it look like what you're painting. That's what I think.
Totally agree.
You may disagree with me.
Even with that type of situation though, even if you paint a clock, if you say, oh, I've got this picture of a clock, for instance, I'm looking at a clock, and you paint it and it's an actual clock, other people can read into that clock and make their own stories out of it, but it's still a clock. It's not, you know what I mean? It's still the object that you meant to.
What annoys me is these pseudo-intellectual idiots who go around, well, I believe that what they're trying to do here is that, and putting pounds and pounds and pounds on because they think it's, and all it is somebody splashed some paint on a thing, on a canvas, and hung it on the Jackson Pollock is raking it in for nothing.
Also, what I'm trying to do is get Stevie to set up a page on Facebook, so then his picture's already on Facebook anyway, but set a page up on Facebook so then he can link it in his videos, so then everybody can go and have a look at his artwork, because to me, it's amazing.
Well, actually, if I'm going to do that, I'd sooner do new paintings. If I'm going to do that and put new paintings in there,
Okay.
rather than the ones I've already got up.
There are some though that you've got already in collection that are fantastic,
I'm not
so you
on-
don't have.
But, as I said, I'd sooner use my new paintings because I think I'm improving.
That you are.
Hmm.
And you're a fantastic tutor. As well. If you want art lessons, he's the man. Okay. What would you rather do? Use your imagination or copy from an image in relation to making a piece of art?
If I'm doing a landscape, I would sooner go out of my head because only I know what it's supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm working from a picture, then I get hung up on details, and it's not as free worked. Whereas if I'm working out of my head, that tree can go up and down and up again, and nobody can say it's wrong because it's there in my head.
I sort of saw that when you did that watercolour. What lovely Molly did.
Oh yeah.
And you did, and because it wasn't exactly what but I think that is why an artist's license comes involved.
Well, you
And
get,
I did actually like your version better.
and you get a free artist license every time you buy a paintbrush.
So you don't need to have lessons to try and no.
No, every time you buy a paintbrush, you get a free artist license with each one, and a pot of paint, or tube of paint. Free artist or pan of paint, depending on what you're doing watercolours on.
Okay, general questions.
General questions for general idiots. Okay, carry on.
Favourite TV programme and why?
Oh God, there's 3.
Oh, okay. Favourite TV programmes and why?
Star Trek, Doctor Who, because I grew up with them. They're the only ones I remember from being a child. I really get invested in the characters. Storylines, awesome.
Would you say that's important to be able to invest your time in the character?
Yeah, if you can't invest in the characters, you might as well watch paint dry. Which if you're painting in acrylics, you know, it's dry as soon as you put it on the brush. But you want to be looking forward to the next episode. And there are also things that I can watch over and over and over and over again without getting bored. And the other one is QI.
What favourite TV programmes or programme of the last 3 years and why?
Over the last 3 years. What that have been made in the last 3 years?
Yeah. I knew this would be a hard one.
You knew this would be a hard one because she knows well I don't watch much TV. But
You do, but not in a general setting.
I don't have. My TV isn't connected to an aerial, so I don't have TV.
You watch.
I stream online and watch that way. But
you watch Bones, Criminal Minds, and all that sort of thing, and you know.
So the first series has to have been done in the last 3 years.
Or
Is that what you're saying?
Or they've been made in the last 3 years. So like Shinhara, for instance, Shinhara Chronicles, that has been made and produced in the last 3 years.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Where you meaning that the first series has to be made in the last 3 years, or it's a series that's gone on and there's been new episodes done in the last 3 years? That's what I'm asking. Because I could still say QI for that one.
Okay, yeah.
But because there's a new series every year, I could say Bones for that one because there's a new series every year. But if you mean as though if the first series was made, then I would have to say Shannara Chronicles.
Okay.
Because it was absolutely awesome series, and you introduced me to it, and I watched it with you, so that's why.
I'm just for some reason, a lot of the people that I know are older than myself, and they are really, really sort of stuck in the heyday.
Oh God, no.
And you know what I mean, and like the music that was happening then. They won't move from that era. They won't come into modern day and see if there's any new talent or any new programs or anything. They're stuck there, so that's why I asked that question. Which leads on to...
Yeah, but the problem is with that, I wasn't sure how you was asking the question.
Alright.
Which is why I was wanting to clear it up.
Okay.
So if it was stuff that's been done, so like new episodes of series, then it would either be QI or Bones. And there's Criminal Minds, NCIS, I love them as well. They're the only things I watch really. And Doctor Who, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
That goes without saying. But if it's a series that's only just been made within the last 3 years, a brand new series, then I think it would be Shannara Chronicles. I was hooked to that one as soon as I watched the first episode.
And another thing is, you're not one of these people that are into Game of Thrones yet. You've seen a couple of them, haven't you? I've
seen a few, and then I got distracted away from them for some reason. And I just didn't get back to watching them again, so I'm going to start watching. Because what I did watch, I enjoyed. I've not watched Walking Dead yet either. I have this thing where everybody seems to be going on about how brilliant something is. I tend to shy away from it.
That's exactly how I am. That's exactly how I am.
You know, because everybody will say with oh dear God, what's it? Brat with the scar on his head, glasses.
Harry Potter.
That's it. Everybody was telling me that I have to read the latest book. No, I don't. So
Is that why you've got a bit of a nerve about it?
Yeah. That and the fact that I'm all Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
How can a jumped up little brat compared to Gandalf?
True. Okay. Favourite music artist and why?
Kate Bush. I first heard Wuthering Heights in 1978. I was 10 and I fell in love.
Oh. I mean, I'm having a good day apparently. And I've not smashed it and I've not cracked the mirror. You say I look like
some of the photographs you've taken of yourself, yeah.
That's really weird that. I've never seen that by myself.
You have that look. But then again, I've also said that in one of the photos you took, you look like Ruler.
Oh yeah. That.
It's when I tell you you look like Ian Anderson, that's when you start worrying. Eating with Jethro Tull.
Okay. Would you recommend a music artist you've come across on YouTube to anyone, and who is it?
Jasmine Thompson.
Do you mean her CDs, didn't you? Yeah.
Got a fantastic voice. I know both her albums that she's done are just covers, but she's got a fantastic voice, and if you've not heard the originals like I haven't, you'll enjoy them.
Like she doesn't see her ones and they're brilliant.
Plus she's only a young girl, she's about 15, 16, something like that now I think. She's done absolutely fantastic. She might be a little bit older now I think, I don't know.
If any of the YouTubers, hello, that you follow organise a meetup, would you go?
Potentially, yeah. I'm not saying definitely, I'm just saying
I know.
the possibility is there, yeah.
Okay?
If I can make it and I'll go through I'm feeling alright, so I've nothing no prior engagement, then I don't see why not.
There you go. Well, last question. Where would you like to see your channel to be in another 2 years' time? Ooh. Postman.
Postman has just been, you're not only getting a Q&A, you're getting an unboxing.
Ooh.
I know what this is.
Ooh.
Ha, 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 ha.
Ooh. Oh, yay.
It's a dummy. So that's it. Stick it in. Get on. Get on with it.
Oh, is that doing it? I thought you would hold it like the ball, yes.
No.
You need to put some like incentive on it.
Go on, get on. No.
Not yet.
If you see what it is, it's like a dummy. Pacifier, whatever you want to call it. It's for dogs, so when they've got it in the mouth. No, he's sniffing around it. He's sniffing around it. He's not as yet. What?
It's not a fail yet.
Well, that I've got junk mail and something from the bank and something else. So. Oh well, never mind. Carry on.
So yeah, it was just to where would you like to see the channel in 2 years' time?
I'd just like to see it still running. As long as it's still running, I'm going to keep going as long as I can. So if I can still get it, if I'm still able, I still want it running.
That's the end of the questions.
There's no, yeah, I've no big plans for the channel. Insofar as making it go global. Saying making it go global, you know what I mean. Making it expand into great big conglomerates. I just want to keep going and
Let it grow organically.
Indeedly doodly. Right, so I shall say that's the end of the questions. If you'd like to ask any more for next week, send us an email to
queenballey2016@gmail.com.
There you are. The link is in the description below. Obviously, if you don't want to do that, then you can always put a question in the comment section. But I'd really prefer it if you do this, because I don't want to know any of the questions. I want everything done so that, as I don't know what's being asked, so it's going to be a surprise to me. So that's it for this Q&A. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, from Alan.
See you next time.
And from me, take care, God bless.